Donald Trump met with hardline conservatives at the White House, pushing for support on his sweeping legislative package, which includes major tax relief. But opposition from the small faction of House Republicans could stall the bill just ahead of the Memorial Day break. WENY Washington correspondent Brendan Scanlon is live with the latest developments and some details on that tax relief within the package. Brendan.
Hey there, Renata. Good evening. Yeah, President Trump's mega bill cleared some really big hurdles this week in committees on Capitol Hill. However, a few holdout House Republicans can still potentially derail the bill's plan at passage, or path to passage. Trump's big, beautiful bill is packed with several proposals, but even if it passes the House, it still needs approval in the Senate. At the heart of the bill is tax relief, including $2 trillion, which would make Trump's 2017 tax cuts permanent, as well as a temporary $10,000 deduction for car loan interests if buying an American-made vehicle. Also, temporary exemptions on tips and overtime pay. That's a big topic. A standalone no tax on tips bill passed the Senate here yesterday. That bill allows up to a $25,000 deduction on reported tips for workers making under $160,000. The Senate standalone legislation needs approval in the House, where all eyes are currently on the president's mega bill, which does also contain a provision for tips and overtime relief, though it's unclear if that provision will make the cut during final negotiations occurring as we speak. Some believe the standalone approach, meaning it's not clumped together with a larger package, is the best approach. Why? Because tax relief in Trump's mega bill will come at a cost. The proposed cuts to SNAP nutrition benefits by about $230 billion over the next decade, as well as millions potentially at risk of losing Medicaid coverage. Some believe separating the popular no tax on tips concept from the larger, more controversial spending plan means more bipartisan support and a better chance at passage. Congressman Nick Langworthy says tax relief for working families in his district is imperative and needs to come fast.
Taking this current tax code and adding things like no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, no tax on Social Security will help get more money out onto the street in people's pockets. Stop taking it out of their check every week so that they can go put it into the economy. No tax on overtime. You'll have people signing up to do more shifts. Companies who are having a hard time finding more employees can be more productive and create more products to sell into this country and around the world.
And Renata, getting back to the president's momentum here with his mega bill on Capitol Hill, the key sticking points, at least as of today, appear to be those state and local tax or SALT deduction limits, as well as Medicaid cuts and overall levels of spending. You have moderates who don't want to see big cuts to Medicaid. They want to see a higher cap for SALT. And then you, of course, have those hardline conservatives who don't want to see any more spending at all. So Speaker Mike Johnson really trying to thread the needle, trying to appease all these different factions within the House Republican Conference and try to get this bill to the House floor for a vote as soon as possible. Keep in mind, members here will start trickling out for the long Memorial Day weekend as early as tomorrow. So a lot that we're keeping a close eye on here in the next 12 hours. But for now, reporting live on Capitol Hill for WENY News, I'm Brendan Scanlon. Renata, back to you.